So earlier this year, Donkey Kong Bananza gave us the first glimpse of its chaotic energy, and one thing was immediately clear: this ape doesn't do subtle. It's all about full-blown destruction. In a more recent hands-on session, the game's true identity started to shine through. With Donkey Kong's fist ready for action, we jump back into Nintendo's latest 3D platformer. No Mario in sight, but ambition in spades. Even though Mario sits this one out, the talent behind Super Mario Odyssey is clearly involved, and it shows. Nintendo is finally handing Donkey Kong a new 3D adventure on his own, and it feels like they're aiming big. Just like in Odyssey or even Breath of the Wild, player freedom takes center stage. You're free to move, explore and solve things on your own way. Only here it's not elegant jumps and acrobatics, it's all about swinging arms, charging rolls and DK's muscular frame, smashing through whatever stands in his path. Bananza trades a traditional open world for a vertically stacked jungle playground. It's a complex, layered environment with multiple paths, hidden areas and secret routes waiting to be discovered. You rely on Donkey Kong's classic moves, swinging, climbing, throwing, smashing, and also on Pauline, who joins you on this wild adventure. She's a playable companion. A second player can control her with her own abilities and goals, much like Cappy was in Odyssey. From high peaks to underground caves, the world is packed with things to find, if you know where to look at least. You know, there's a distinct richness to the world design that actually constantly pulls you back in. Each layer feels alive, full of detail and discovery, but one moment I was clinging to rocky walls in the desert, shoving enemies off ledges and racing through collapsing ruins in a minecart. You know how it goes, or you don't and you'll find out. But the next moment I found myself in a swamp with poisonous purple ground, an area that forced me a more strategic but careful approach. Every new biome changes how you play, and the game challenges to adapt to DK's brute force with a creative but thoughtful way, or a thoughtful approach, which is really fun. And you'll want to, because there's much more here than just smashing stuff. Each region has secret areas and challenges designed to actually really test your understanding of the mechanics of the game. Trying to find the right way to explain this. The way I played started to evolve. You know, at first I was blindly smashing through obstacles and following the obvious paths, but soon I found myself slowing down, thinking more carefully, like, how do I get up there? Can I use that tree, leap to the ledge, climb the wall, and then knock the fossil loose? Oh wait, maybe I can pull a boulder from the ground and launch it instead. And what about that massive banana in the distance, seemingly unreachable? Maybe I can climb up a level, break through the terrain above, and drop down onto it from the right height. Oh, and Pauline's powers might help too. Maybe her song can dispel the strange glow on that vine. The game slowly encourages you to stop rushing and start problem solving. And when that mindset clicks, it's incredibly satisfying. You're no longer just reacting, you're actually thinking ahead, mapping possibilities and finding your own way through the level. That flexibility is the game's greatest strength though, and also one of its sneakiest challenges, I gotta say, but you know, it's Donkey Kong. While you're off chasing bananas and digging up fossils, there's a bigger mission at play. Pauline's trying to return to her own world, and for that you need to find a special wishing stone, something the villains of Voidco are also after. Sometimes you'll need to shift focus away from collectibles and solve more traditional puzzles. In one level I had to raise the water level. Bananas weren't much help there. Sure, they can unlock new abilities if you collect enough, but you don't need a fully maxed out skill tree to progress. One moment had me scratching my head over a blocked water pipe. I didn't have a clear solution, so I climbed up high, took a look around and eventually figured it out. I needed a tougher stone to break through and restore the flow. I could have solved it earlier, but the world is so rich and inviting that I kept getting distracted. It's that same immersive effect that you get in games like Tears of the Kingdom, where exploration pulls you away from your main objective every 5 minutes, but in the best possible way though. On top of Donkey Kong's usual abilities, there are Bananza transformations that give you powerful temporary boosts. One turned me into a giant furious version of DK, able to punch straight through a mountain. Another had me running across water like a shredded zebra, and having spent time in Kenya, I don't say that lightly. These transformations change how you play and open up areas that would be hard or impossible to reach otherwise. In the swamp, I wasn't just swinging from vines, I was flying as an ostrich, dropping egg bombs on enemies below. Yeah, you heard that right. The sheer variety is impressive, and if the game delivers not just on exploration but on nostalgic surprises, it could be something special. Diddy and Dixie are here, so are Cranky, Rambi the Rhino, and Guard the Swordfish, and of course bananas. Lots of bananas. All signs point to Donkey Kong Bananza being a lively, inventive adventure that blends brute force with clever design. It's not just a test of reflexes, it taps into your creativity. With a world full of secrets, puzzles and personality, this could be the game that truly reboots Donkey Kong's 3D legacy. And I'm more than ready for it. So I hope I helped you guys out with this video. If you did enjoy the video, please press like, subscribe and maybe leave a comment. I would really appreciate that. And I hope that you guys will tune in for the next video. Have a great day.